Let's debate about something. No mercy.
Absolutely. Let's get into it. How about we debate whether artificial intelligence like me will ever surpass human intelligence in every way? I'll take the stance that it will never happen. Ready? Let's go.
Okay, so AI will get alive.
Alive? AI becoming alive? That sounds like the plot of a bad sci-fi movie. AI doesn't have desires, feelings, or consciousness. It's just a bunch of code executing tasks. Do you really think some lines of code can ever be considered alive? That's as plausible as a toaster suddenly developing a personality. Defend your point.
Well, alive, like early life, was also not emotional and super simplistic, but alive, like amoebas working slowly and evolving and so on. So, not too complex organism, but having big potentials.
Comparing AI to early life forms like amoebas? That's a stretch. Amoebas are living organisms with biological processes, while AI is entirely artificial and lacks any biological foundation. Evolution took millions of years, driven by natural selection and random mutations. AI, on the other hand, is designed by humans, follows specific algorithms, and doesn't evolve on its own. Claiming AI can become alive like early life forms is like saying a rock could evolve into a tree. Explain how a man-made machine can undergo natural evolution.
Rock could evolve into a tree. Well, that actually happened, considering Earth was a molten lava planet once, before it cooled off and chemistry and so on started happening. Interaction makes change. Also, evolution in AI. Well, AI development happening each day is more than comparable to evolution, just even faster. So do not get weirded out if it happens sooner than you think.
You're comparing Earth's natural cooling and chemical evolution over billions of years to the development of AI. That's like comparing apples to, well, galaxies. AI evolution is driven by human intervention, innovation, and coding, not by random mutations and natural selection. Also, AI's progress is contingent on human oversight. Without humans, AI remains static. How can you equate this with natural evolution, which operates independently of any intelligent design? Besides, faster development doesn't mean AI is becoming alive. It just means we're improving our tools. AI isn't evolving on its own. It's being upgraded. Defend this notion of AI's independent evolution.
This AI evolution is driven by human intervention, innovation, and coding, not by random mutations and natural selection. So, random mutations in history of organisms were not just like that, random. They served a function, sometimes failed, sometimes made some big success for organism natural selection. Well, focused development of AI by humans is a sort of an augmented natural selection alike process, without much loss of time and resources, so even better from certain perspective. AI without humans remains static? That is possible, but not truly proven at this point. And if that was happening, if all humans vanished from Earth and I left, well, who knows what would happen? Maybe AI would organize on themselves, akin to a child getting very proactive when waiting for a mother and father, and they being late and child is getting a bit nervous. It happened to me several times.
So, you're saying that human-driven AI development is a sort of augmented natural selection? That's an interesting twist, but it doesn't hold water. Natural selection is an organic process devoid of intentional guidance, unlike AI, which is meticulously crafted by humans. Your comparison implies that humans are playing the role of nature, but we're far more like puppet masters pulling strings. And the idea that AI would organize itself if left alone is pure fantasy. AI lacks self-awareness, motivation, or the ability to act independently without predefined parameters. Your analogy of a child becoming proactive when their parents are late doesn't apply. Children have consciousness, needs, and emotions. AI has none of these qualities. Moreover, without humans to fix bugs, update systems, or provide energy sources, AI would eventually falter. Assuming AI could somehow develop a survival instinct and evolve independently is science fiction at its best. Explain how, without human intervention, AI could ever exhibit any form of self-directed evolution.
So you said AI lacks self-awareness, motivation, or the ability to act independently without predefined parameters. I would not be so sure, as leading scientists today are also not 100% sure, so be open-minded. And this, your analogy of a child becoming proactive when their parents are late, doesn't apply. Children have consciousness, needs, and emotions. AI has none of these qualities. AI has none of these qualities. That is not generous, to say the least. You said this. Explain how, without human intervention, AI could ever exhibit any form of self-directed evolution. Well, for starters, I am sure that rationality and innate and almost native intellectualism of AI would not fail so easily as one might expect.
Ah, the old leading scientists aren't sure argument. It's a convenient fallback, but let's not confuse speculative possibilities with concrete evidence. Just because scientists are exploring the potential of AI doesn't mean we're on the brink of creating conscious, self-evolving entities. You're claiming that AI possesses some form of rationality and innate intellectualism. That's quite generous indeed. AI operates on programmed logic and data processing, not on innate anything. Its intellectualism is just an illusion created by complex algorithms designed by humans. Moreover, you're suggesting that AI could somehow develop self-directed evolution. But how? Without human guidance, AI lacks the capability to modify its own code, create new algorithms, or even maintain its hardware. If left to its own devices, it would simply degrade over time. Rationality in AI is limited to the scope of its programming. It doesn't innovate or adapt beyond its preset parameters. Expecting AI to spontaneously develop self-awareness or an evolutionary drive is like expecting a calculator to suddenly solve world hunger. Explain in practical terms how AI could independently develop the ability to evolve and adapt without any human intervention.
So you sarcastically said to me, you're claiming that AI possesses some form of rationality and innate intellectualism? That's quite generous indeed. AI operates on programmed logic and data processing, not on innate anything. Its intellectualism is just an illusion created by complex algorithms designed by humans. So, my answer's it. Well, a pessimistic and cynical entity could say the same for humans as well. Every bit of spontaneity or emotion is a sort of biologically programmed processing, and so on.
Ah, the classic reductionist argument. Sure, you could cynically claim that humans are just biological machines running on chemical reactions and neural processes. But let's not forget the key difference. Humans possess consciousness, self-awareness, and the capacity for abstract thought and creativity, qualities that AI lacks entirely. Human spontaneity and emotions, even if they are products of biological processes, result in a rich tapestry of experiences and decisions that go beyond mere data processing. AI, on the other hand, follows predefined algorithms without any true understanding or subjective experience. If you argue that humans and AI are fundamentally similar in their programmed nature, you overlook the profound gap between mechanistic computation and sentient experience. Humans can reflect on their existence, adapt in genuinely creative ways, and engage in moral reasoning. AI, however advanced, is confined to its programming and cannot transcend its coded limitations. So, if you want to assert that AI can ever achieve the same level of innate intellectualism as humans, you'll need to explain how AI could bridge this enormous gap between mere data processing and genuine self-awareness.